Non avea febo cor recato al mondo. Two beautiful and historic Cincinnati churches have a special connection to concerts we're presenting this weekend. Behind me is a familiar landmark in Cincinnati. If you drive down Montgomery Road, you'll recognize it. It's the bell tower, or campanile, of St. Mark's Church. Now, the original and greatest of the St. Mark's churches is, of course, the one in Venice. And for 30 years, the great Claudio Monteverdi was the master of music at St. Mark's in Venice. During the time that he worked there, he not only composed great sacred music, but he continued writing operas and his amazing madrigals. Towards the end of his life, Monteverdi pulled together some of his finest madrigals for one last collection he called The Songs of Love and War. And that book of Songs of Love and War has served as the inspiration for a very special concert we're presenting in another beautiful church in Over the Rhine. Come with me as we go there to continue this story. We're now in the sanctuary of the First Lutheran Church on Race Street in Over the Rhine, just across from the School for the Creative and Performing Arts. Behind me are wonderful musical instruments from the Baroque era: the Baroque harp, the chitarrone, the lirone, the viola da gamba, and harpsichord. They are the nucleus of the orchestra we will use for Cavalli's La Callisto in a few weeks, our first ever Baroque opera, which we're going to present in the School for the Creative and Performing Arts. These members of the Catacoustic Consort, based here in Cincinnati, form part of that orchestra, along with members of the Cincinnati Symphony. And I thought, since we had both the music of this wonderful Baroque composer Cavalli and Monteverdi and all of his contemporaries in our ears this summer, that we'd combine it with some of the poetry of love and war from World War I, because we're also presenting Silent Night this summer, an amazing opera about World War I. So across 275 years of creativity, from 1914 all the way back to the 1640s, we come across that divide through art. We present music of Monteverdi from his Songs of Love and War, also other great Baroque vocal masterpieces sung by members of our La Callisto cast, performed by members of the Catacoustic Consort, and the poetry recited by actors from Cincinnati Shakespeare. It's a unique experience only an opera company could provide, and only in this particular summer when these two worlds combine to help us celebrate creativity in chaos. Only two performances of this wonderful combination of poetry and music, this Thursday evening and this Saturday evening, here in the First Lutheran Church in Over the Rhine, the Songs of Love and War.